You enjoying the sunshine? You enjoying the sunshine, pal? Summer life's a rough life, huh? You should wipe your face off. Nice you are, bro. Look how gross you are, buddy. You got food all over your chin. Here, are we better? Are we better? Are you entertaining everybody? Hey, Cruzy. Anyway, guys, we are parked in here at a pretty nice little spot. I found this little grass area right on the side of the highway. And for some reason, it smells like fresh cut grass when this is not fresh cut because we're on a piece of crown land right beside the main highway. And Cruzy is just loving it over here. Hey, pal. That's a pretty good little spot we found here, huh? Yeah, bro. Anyway, guys, I haven't done a live stream in probably a good minute and a half, maybe. It's been a while. Running this one here on Starlink, so hopefully things are okay on the clarity-wise on here. But I miss you guys. I really, really, honestly do. Live streams are really good for me to kind of connect with you guys in a real way. Like have some real conversations with you, answer some real questions, better than doing that whole me on camera thing. So how you guys doing, man? Wilson, nice to see you on here, man. TX Texas 1 Cowgirl, what's up? I'm gonna guess that's what the TX means. Heather Wilcox, how you doing? Hope things are nice out there on the East Coast. I wish I was there this year. I honestly, seriously do. If I could travel to the East Coast of Canada every single year, you darn bets I would. It's just a bit of a long trek. Hey, Keith. Gary, how you doing? Nice to have you on here. Sunny and 28 degrees on the East Coast. It's sunny and maybe 20 degrees here on the West Coast. Beans, cook some food on the live stream. I just ate a can of smoked salmon. That's about as far as I'm going to do any cooking here today. Kim Jones, how you doing? So there's been a lot of things going on in my world. A lot of things that have been keeping me really, really busy. We all know the shop space has been keeping me occupied. But coming up in September, we're launching a brand new website with all sorts of amazing things for van life and overlanding. Everything from stickers to new merch to tons of information. I figured I would take the website this time and turn it into something that we all can use as an extension of this channel. Where before my website was mainly just a place for my Amazon links and a place for people to buy stickers. I want to change all that this time and give everybody some substance over there, you know? So I'm really excited about that. We're hoping to launch the new website and the merch in probably September, give or take. Something like that. Chattanooga. That's a cool name. Toby, thanks for the super chat. Pretty cool of you. Normally, I'm not used to doing these, reading the comments here on my phone. But I'm doing all right with this today. Usually I'm like, what does that say? David's coming to BC in a couple of days, planning my road trip. Wicked. I've never been on Vancouver Island this time of year, but wow, is it ever getting really, really busy over here. Usually we're out of here at this time, so we get the usual locals in the winter, but this summer is packed. Like places I normally sleep that has just me, now has like 7 or 8 camper vans, and the highway is just like people towing like RV trailers and RVs everywhere. It's quite awesome. How's Cruz's health? No more doctor's visits? Nope, Cruz is good. He's not eating any more squeaky toys. No, Cruz is doing really well. His leg injury from a while back has fully healed up. He's doing really, really well. Oh man, it's been a minute since I've done a live. This is awesome. I gotta take my hoodie off. Hold on. It's getting a little warm out here. Look at this spot. That's the highway, like the main highway. It's awesome. I feel like if it wasn't for the cars in the background, I would feel like I'm in a farm. Ugh. Yeah, man, it's a nice spot. There's lots of car shows around today. When I was driving through Parksville, which is where my shop's at, there's like a Mopar car show, and there's, oh man, I should start going to more of those. It's been a while since I've been to a car show. That'd be a lot of fun. Okay, I gotta do this on my laptop. I'm sitting here squinting at the phone. I'm like, all right, we're gonna go in the van, you guys. It's messy in here. Excuse the laundry and the unmade bed. I did laundry today. All right, ooh yeah, ooh, that's nice. Do you intend on finishing the ambulance and living in it or selling it? I am not selling the ambulance. So I am keeping the ambulance for sure. I did intend to do more work on the Ambo this winter than I did, but the projects that we took on got a little pricey. So by the time all that engine work was done, doing all the injectors, labor and paint and everything else, and we upgraded the push rods in the engine, by the time that engine was finished, that was $10,000. So that's where, you know, budgets start to be like, okay, we got to stop. And then we did the upholstery in the front, welded up the floors, put a new floor in there and stuff like that, and picked up some miscellaneous parts for it. By the time that happened, I was tapped out on the budget side for the ambulance for this year. That's why everything got a big pause. I got all the supplies and stuff to do all the fiberglass work, but now that it's gotten warmer and I'm only here for another few more weeks before I leave on my travels, I decided to just pause it until next year. Give the summer to recoup some cash so we can put a little bit more money into it for next year. But yeah, that ambulance is not going to be an affordable project, that's for sure. So that's why we kind of put the brakes on the ambulance for a little while. What am I doing with the other van? The other van at the shop is a shop van. It's come in so handy to not have to take out this thing all the time to go into town to grab parts and supplies. And when we come back from travels this year, Emily's bringing her van into the shop to do all of her rust repair. And while her van is out of commission for a couple of weeks, instead of her sleeping in a dusty, gross, and dirty shop, she can go take the shop van out and go live in the shop van for a few weeks, make a little makeshift bed and stuff in the back. So it's coming in super, super handy. What's the end game for that shop vehicle? I would love, because it's in really good shape rust-wise, I would love to see in the future when this van decides to go, we're done traveling, maybe the rust takes the best of it, because right now there's a lot of body, whatever. I'm done talking about rust. When this van decides that it's done, I would love to turn that shop van into my next home. Like at that point, I could literally disassemble this, put it all inside the new van and just continue on. But for right now, it's an awesome shop van. It's pretty great. I'm glad I did it. Okay, there was a reason for me coming inside the van, and that's to pull up my chat on my laptop. And I did. So guys, ask away, man. You got me here. Ask some questions. YouTube. I'll probably miss less questions if I pull the live up here. We're good, baby, we're good. AWB, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. Can you wish Alec and Dominique a happy anniversary, please, celebrating in Vegas? Whoo, Vegas sounds good. Alec, is it Alec? Alec and Dominique, have yourself an awesome time down there in Vegas. What a great place to be down there celebrating for sure. Hopefully you guys aren't roasting down there, as I'm pretty sure it's nice and warm. A lot warmer than here for sure. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to set up my laptop so I can read. All right. How are we doing here? We're gonna move you guys. I'm gonna move you back here. And you see? Oh, the lighting's better too. Oh, epic. My laptop's down there, so if you see me looking down, I'm just staring at the comments. Did I find and settle on a merch vendor? Yes, I did. I found a company on the mainland, and I'm going over to film not all the shirts. I'm going over to film one of these shirts being printed pretty soon here. They allowed me to come over and bring my camera, which is really fun to be able to take you into the whole print process. And yeah, I'm really excited about it. I went in there, had a really good look at all their shirts. I have another meeting with them to look at more shirts on the day that we film. But yes, I did find somebody. And I think this is all going to work out. I took some samples of their stuff with me. We washed it a bazillion times. Prints stayed on. But we'll cover all this stuff in that video. Do you miss sometimes having one back camera? So I know when I do those little backup situations in the backcountry and you guys watch me having a hard time navigating the trail, yes, in those moments are the ones that I'm like, having a backup camera would be pretty nice. I just haven't gotten around. It's not that important to me. You know, all I got to do to avoid that is just to avoid those stupid, silly situations where I'm shoving my van down trails that I probably shouldn't go. But yeah, getting a backup camera is probably something I'll add to the van at some point. But I'm also at the point with this van that I don't really want to do anything more to it. I'll maintain anything that breaks, but doing any more upgrades to this van, I don't think, unless something absolutely breaks, that I want to do anything more to this one. It's perfect the way it is. You know, my van build is starting to look a little bit beat up. It is. Like, look at the counters. You know, I could take all this stuff off and give it a grinding, but that's all embedded in and scratched. And my van builds had better days for sure. I know if Andy at Overland Interiors is watching this, he's like, bro, bring it by. Let's rip it out. Let's give it a good sanding and a good cleaning. But yeah, I don't have the feel to do anything more. You know, over the years, I've built this thing into the perfect vehicle. And I don't think there's any more upgrades that I really, really want. I'm gonna lift my camera. Sorry guys, I'm gonna shake the crap out of you guys today. Hopefully there's no babies out there. You guys will be shaking baby syndrome. Sorry. I'm just trying to make my tripod bigger. You okay? Shaking you guys to death over there? Oh yeah, way, way, way better. I'm gonna put the laptop over there. Yeah, it's definitely lived in. I did a little bit of a cleanup inside here, going through some of my cupboards and stuff, trying to reorganize what I have. I carry a lot of clothing in here, and I'm trying to cut back on that. So I went to the back of my van, and I got like 5 hoodies. Do I really need 5 hoodies? No. So I did a bit of a clothing cleanup and stuff like that, and took some things down to the Salvation Army and stuff. Mr. Cruzy Bear is sleeping outside. He is he's sleeping right here. Right there. Hey, bud. Lazy bugger. Oh, Boho Blue Van, you're in Alberta. Hopefully the smoke isn't too bad out there for you guys. I'm definitely going to avoid some of that fire season stuff this year. I'm going to try to see if I can go around the fires as much as I can, so I can enjoy my summer travels without you know, getting smoked out and stuff. Shiny Nickel, I need 5 hoodies. Me too. And that's the problem with having a small space, is like sometimes I want to wear this hoodie or this hoodie or this hoodie. So I end up just having too many hoodies. And then when you're in a space this big, you got to kind of think about, what do you need? What do you don't need? I'm a bit of a hoarder though. Sorry guys. I'm a bit of a hoarder in here though. Like for real, I have a lot of stuff. Like I carry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pairs of sneakers, hiking boots, shoes, 2 pairs of sandals, just tons of stuff, like 30 t-shirts. Unnecessary, totally unnecessary. When people say van lifers are minimalists, we can still hoard up to the capacity of our van, and then that's it. So technically, compared to my old apartment, I minimalized everything. I still got lots of stuff though. When am I coming to the US? Maybe one of these winters we'll make that winter trek down there. But as of right now, we have so much stuff going on here, especially with the shop and stuff, that taking off in the winter times just doesn't seem really interesting to me. And BC is a gold mine for exploration in the summer. So as of right now, we're probably going to stick around Canada for a little while. Donna, thank you so much for the super chat. Barbara, thanks for the super chat. When am I coming to the USA? Just answered that one. East Coast, Rhode Island, I'll be waiting. one of these fine times we'll end up making it down there. Michelle L, thanks for the super chat. You guys are so great. Are you and Emmy going to travel together at all this summer? Yes. When? I don't know. So Emily's already taken off on her trip already, and I will probably see her maybe in a couple of months. I'm not leaving here until June 20th, and then I'm going to travel my own direction. Like wherever she's going to be at, I'll probably travel a completely different route than her to connect up with her up in northern BC somewhere. At least that's the talked about plan right now. Anyway, I just don't want to track her route and make the same videos or film the same towns as her. So wherever she went, I'm going the long way around the opposite way, maybe up to the Yukon and back down to see her. I don't know, but I will be going a completely different direction. But we'll probably catch up with each other maybe 2 months, 3 months. I don't even know. At some point, yes. Keith just said it'll probably cost a lot to come to the USA. So we're an hour from the USA border here. I mean, well, we got to catch the ferry over to the mainland, and we're an hour drive and 1 ferry away from the US border. Or we can drive down island, get on the ferry, and it takes us right into Washington. So you can actually catch the ferry to the US from this island. And I was talking with a nomad from the States right now, and she said that fuel down there was, I don't know, we figured it out. We figured out how many US gallons it is per Canadian liters, and it ended up being, with the currency conversion, in the US, $4 per gallon in Canadian money, where she was at. In Canada, for the equivalent in liters to make up a US gallon, we're $7.10 for a US gallon in Canadian funds here, where down there was $4 Canadian. It's actually cheaper to travel in Canada, actually. Sorry, cheaper to travel in the States than it is to travel in Canada. Fuel is through another level. Yeah, so someone just said gas just went up to almost $2 per liter in Canada, and there's 3.78 liters in a US gallon. A lot. Yeah, that's $1 a liter, like in the States. That'd be insane. I would love to be traveling at $1 a liter. It's not. That'd be awesome. Stephanie, thanks for the super chat. Just arrived. Any thoughts about what you're going to do with the new van on the block? I just talked about that at the beginning of the live stream. It's just a shop van for now. For now. You have to watch the replay. I just talked about it. Oh, the chat just loaded up. So anyway, guys, I had to take a break for a little while, and it was heartbreaking for me to take a break on YouTube, but things have been really busy. And my problem is, now that I've been back here at the shop, This thing has been going absolutely wild with so many ideas, but the problem is more ideas than I can handle myself, because I'm not a damn superhero. I wish I was. If I had a freaking superpower, it would be to do work for 5 of me. But it's been fun to really just kind of focus on something other than making videos for those 5 days. But coming back after a 5, well, so was it 6-day break? Something like that. It felt weird because I always film everything in my van life. I always film waking up, going to bed, and whatever the heck I did during the day. So when I take a 5-day break, I feel like I just kind of shortchanged you guys on a big chunk of my van life, you know? So coming back, it's always weird. It's come back, I'm like, I feel weird not to tell you guys what I did in that time off. You know what I mean? But that was the point of it. The point of it was time off from YouTube for a brief minute to focus on merchandise and the website and stuff. Yeah, it's called a vacation. You're right. But because I've been uploading so much content on YouTube for just about 6 years now, my life's been a vacation. So when I take a break, it's weird. It's weird because I just take you guys everywhere with me. But it was nice to take a creative vacation. We'll call it that. Did I fix my bumper? No. Lauren's been out at my shop because we actually have a Nomad at the shop right now who broke down here in Canada. She's from the US. Lauren came out to help her out, and that video is coming up. But we're waiting for parts. There's some parts that probably won't be in until Monday. So she's actually just stuck and stranded at my shop right now. We have her all camped out outside, so she's doing all good over there. I hung out with her yesterday at the shop. She ended up just saying, Chrome, go away. go. You don't have to sit here and entertain her. So I thought we would come out somewhere nice and do a live stream with you guys today. But so yeah, anyway, long story short, Lauren took a look at my bumper, and I guess what it is right where the frame comes out, there's a cap welded on the end where the bumper bolts to. So this cap's got screw holes on there, top and bottom, which the bumper slides into and bolts itself to it. So when I bent the bumper, I actually took that welded on cap that's on my frame and I broke the bottom piece of it right here. So I ended up just twisting it a little bit, broke the bottom. He said, my bumper's not going to fall off. It's not hurting anything. My spare tire is on there, good, safe, and secure. That to just leave it and fix it when I get back from my summer travels. Maybe that might be the time to put on some new back bumpers or something like that in the back that'll take more of the abuse. So or maybe just adjust the bumper that I do have, because some of those aftermarket bumpers you can buy for the vans, like the Welltec design ones, they have a bit of a curve on the bottom, so it'll actually, that's hard to do. Instead of the bumper being like this in the bottom, some of those ones have the corner chopped out, buying me up that extra little bit more inches. So if I ever hit the ground, it's more of like a scraping plate instead of my bumper being curved. When it hits the ground, it literally just digs away in kind of like a shovel. This is probably not very interesting, but we're gonna fix it when I get back, that it's okay. I'm not gonna lose it. Unless I hit something else on this travel, then I might lose it. That is possible. Yeah, see, like I was looking at the Welltec Designs bumpers because they have a really nice swing arm. I like the whole back system on, like, because like you can get them with a dual swing arm, so I can put a storage box on one side and a swing arm on the other. But my hesitation is I don't want to do anything more to this van. That's my hesitation. You know, my bumpers work, my winch is in the front, so that's my hesitation, is the need to spend money on this thing. I'm not there. I would rather put the money into the ambulance, because when the ambulance is finished, I will end up doing a major chunk of my travels in the ambo and use this van when I get back to Vancouver Island for all of my tight BC West Coast trail bushing trails. I love doing that stuff where the ambulance would not fit down those trails. So I just don't want to spend any more money on this van. I say that, watch this, when I come back, bumpers are my next, watch that be an upgrade on here. But as of right now, I'm done with this thing. Preston, thank you so much for the super chat. Your energy is always contagious. Keep it up. Thank you. Super chat from Jason Stewart. Hey, Chrome, I just wanted to say, because of your super positive attitude, it creates a positive attitude in me too. Jason, so awesome. And that's a great thing about YouTube, is that when anything like that, when you put out a positive energy, it usually kind of puts out the energy, and then people feed on that energy, and then it just becomes a better part of their day. That happens with everything positive on YouTube, from somebody giving to somebody else or helping out somebody. Usually that'll inspire somebody to help somebody else out. That's why you see YouTubers like me, when we do something nice for somebody, we film it, because usually that will instill kindness in other people and make them go, you know what? I have $5 to spare. Let me just give it to this guy because he asked me for some change. It just kind of inspires others to kind of continue that good positive energy out there in the world. So Jason, thank you. Is that Dimension? Dimension Lord from my YouTube memberships. How you doing? Thank you for the kind words. So on my thing, I don't know if it shows up like that on your side. That bright green one shows you somebody who's on my YouTube memberships, kind of highlights them for me. And yeah, thanks for the good vibes. They just said, I love watching your videos, that they're awesome. So I appreciate that. How are the covers? So I have those So Cozy, SOKOZI window covers. They're made here in Vancouver, and I like them a lot. I use the side window ones the most, so I think if anybody's looking to buy those covers, the front window one is one that you probably may not use as often, you know, especially if you have divider curtains. We're gonna flip this around. Especially if you have curtains right here. So I have my blackout curtains hanging there. If you're one to put up the blackout curtains, because you can buy those pretty cheap, you know, and then just buy the ones for the side windows. So that company that makes those dividers, So Cozy, they actually just sell the side dividers. And I think if anything, the side dividers are 100% key if you're traveling with an animal. So like, don't go leave your dog in your van on a hot day like today, but on a normal day when you're going to the gym to have a shower, throw the side window dividers up. It'll keep people from seeing the dog, usually sleeping on the front seat. If your dog's anything like mine, just kind of keeps the people out of it. That way I know if I'm pulling up to a grocery store at 7 o'clock in the morning, that nobody sees the dog. Because if they see it, you always get somebody going, oh, he's gonna die with no oxygen in there. Bro, we sleep in here every single night for just about 6 years now. There's tons of oxygen in here. But yeah. Everybody's like, where's the homie? Cruzy's sleeping outside on the grass. We're actually in a really nice spot, and the grass here is really, really nice. So yeah, I mean, if somebody's traveling with a cat, that front window one is a good combo too, because if your cat's more prone to go stand in the front window, if you cover all 3 front windows, nobody's the wiser. You know what I mean? If they can't see, they can't see. But yeah, those side window ones are definitely a for sure must. I've been using side window covers in my van for years and years of my van life. I couldn't do it without it. Like, they're such a vital part of my van. And I used to use I started with black cardboard, construction cardboard that I found at the dollar store. Then I started to use like a black chloroplast plastic. And then that So Cozy company from Vancouver gave me a set, and I love them. You guys see that? They're awesome. This is not bad. Let me show you guys what this is. Give me a sec. All right, just wiggling my way through. Check this out. Right? Skittles, individual, like all the Skittles colors in flavors. Most of them just taste like orange and lime and strawberry, but so delicious. I found them on Amazon. They're really good. Someone's like, ooh, no thanks. It's yummy. I like them. Normally, it's the first time in my life I've ever done this stuff. I don't drink juice. It's not a thing for me, but recently I've been drinking less water. And I'm normally really good at pounding back water. And, but this summer I've been really bad at it. So I tried an iced tea once in a little package and threw it in my water. And now I've been just pounding back these things, getting in that water consumption. So these are, 0 sugar. And they're, I think they're 10 calories. So this one's 5 calories for one package, no sugar. Obviously it's that artificial sweetener stuff, but no sugar. And they're pretty good. Whatever gets in the water. I know what happens when I don't drink enough water. I'm not going to talk about that. I got constipated last year. Probably because of water. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. Yeah, so yeah, Pushpack just said they have the same addiction. Yeah, man, whatever gets the water in here. That was my thought this year. Michael, thanks for the super chat. Michael says, "Oh, you are the best example for us to just do you." You got that right. I do me without the care of what other people think. And trust me, as a YouTuber, a little section below the videos, oh yeah, people tell me a lot of, you just gotta, same thing with everything else. Just don't listen to them. Just be who you are, as true as you can be to yourself, and be happy. You know, you don't need validation from other people. You don't need people to say, oh, you did a good job, or oh, hey, you're doing this good. Just do your own thing. Because I know from reading comments, especially when I first started my YouTube channel, so many people, probably even still now, have people around them that don't like the idea of them moving into a vehicle. Like, whoa, are you sure that's a good idea? Shut up, Karen. Sorry if there's a Karen out watching this. But you'll always get that friend that'll always break down what you're doing and try to, like, you know, kind of show you the negative parts about it. If you want to do something, just go do it. That's my view. You know, it's your life to live. You're not hurting anybody. As long as you're not hurting anybody, you're good to go. Just go be yourself. I've had a twitch in my bicep lately. You know what that twitch is? It's been twitching. Just now, it just twitched again. And I think it's my body going, hey, maybe we should go work out. So yeah, so someone like Dell just said, my mom didn't want me in my camper. And I think my view on that is I think people are just scared of something that they don't know anything about. So I know when I first started to tell people that I moved into my van, I was really excited about it, super passionate, and I told everybody. Even now, I'm at a restaurant, someone's like, so you guys got any, you know, you pay the bill, the waitress sometimes goes like, so what's your plans for the night? I'm like, I don't know, probably pull over in the parking and maybe sleep in my van in your parking lot out here. So they're like, sleep in your van? Do you live in a van? I'm like, I do. I love that conversation part of it, and I love that shock value in people. I do it all the time. But when I first started, you always have the people that are closest to you that are like, is everything okay? You know, are you sure a van is a good idea? Because they look at that as the brink of homelessness. You know what I mean? Like right away, all my friends around me, I had some friends that are like, Chrome, you're always doing crazy, crazy things. But you do also get the other side where family is just like, not family, but friends and stuff sometimes that are like, you know, are you okay? You know, do you need any money? I'm like, no, dude, I just want to live in my van because it's awesome. But people are scared of change. So, and just do what you need to do. Yeah, so someone here just said it's no less dangerous than in your own house or a hotel these days. These days, you hear that accent just pop out? I don't know where that was from. These days, 100%. Except for the great thing is if someone pulls in here and I don't like the vibe or the feel of them, I just leave. Like if something pulled in and someone comes out and they were just give me a bad vibe, I get in, start my vehicle, and I move. It's as simple as that. Van life is incredibly safe. I live in Canada here as well too. I haven't van lifed in any other countries yet. But yeah, it's been super safe. I've had no problems at all. Hey, a few videos ago, when you were at the Goats on the Roof, and then later you went to a burger at a restaurant, where was that from? So the Goats on the Roof is in Coombs, BC, which is just above Parksville. Parksville is where my shop is at. That burger I had was at Lefty's in Parksville. Really good burger. And if somebody is vegan, they have a really unique, like usually when you go to those places to get a vegan burger, they have those like Impossible burgers and stuff, which aren't that good, but they make their own little, like a falafel sort of chickpea. Was so good. It kind of tastes like you're eating like a burger that's made out of like stovetop stuffing. It's the best way I could explain it. But yeah, that beef burger I had that was at Lefty's, really good. Presentation on it, you seen it in that video, unbelievable. Yeah, Lefty's is pretty cool. We go there fairly often. They have a decent breakfast. It's a simple little Sunday brunch. It's pretty good. If you guys are out here on Vancouver Island and you want to go for some really tasty beer and Sunday brunch, I think it's Sunday they do it, maybe Saturday, you have to look it up. It's the Rusted Rake Brewing. It's in a little town just between Nanaimo and Parksville. Rusted Rake Brewing has fried chicken and waffles on Sunday with maple syrup. Incredible. Bruce, how you doing, Junior? Nice to see you, buddy. Have I ran into Bigfoot in the woods? No. And I'm in the woods a lot. No Bigfoot. Gypsy Rose, Gypsy Rose, there's a very legendary lowrider car that was painted. I'm a lowrider guy. That was painted called the Gypsy Rose. Beautiful. If you've never seen the Gypsy Rose and you're not into lowrider stuff, Google Gypsy Rose lowrider. Legendary. Like legendary. Has a huge history to it. Pretty cool. Lots of people from Florida in here. What was the place called again that had that vegan burger? Lefty's. It's a Lefty's restaurant. Andy C says, love that car. Beautiful. Yeah, man. I should put all my stuff away, man. I've been a slob lately, like an absolute slob. When things get busy, my van just kind of deteriorates, starts to slide. I got new mats on the floor though. So on the floor here, I got new mats because Cruzy, I was talking with somebody outside the van, Cruzy peed on the floor. It was like a river going down here and I'm like, no! I just missed taking them out in the morning. So I picked these ones up from Costco and I don't know if they're gonna last because they're pretty soft. Like I think Cruzy could probably shove his nails through these ones pretty quick. But because they're foam, they soak in and I just couldn't get that pee out of it. So we had to buy new ones. Cruzy, where'd you go, buddy? It's getting hot out here, isn't it, bro? Where'd you go, bro? Aww. Hi, pal. It's a lot better underneath there, isn't it? He's such a good boy. Yeah. Hopefully this stays okay. Hopefully my connection doesn't get grainy back here. I'm hungry, man. What we got? We got eggs and corn. What else is in here? Oh, I picked these up the other day. I'm curious about them. Bacon style salmon. It's got peppercorn on the side of it. You can just fry it up like bacon, but it's salmon. Simply West Coast. We went to a cannery. That video is coming up too, but it was pretty cool. The cannery was called French Creek Seafood in Parksville. These are smoked salmon. This is what I had for lunch. So yummy. How do I dump footage from my iPhone to a hard Photos comes up, the actual photo app inside the phone, inside the computer, and then I offload it into there. That way I have them on file, and then from there I export the originals into my Adobe Premiere. How's the fridge working, Keith? Keith, very good question. I've been meaning to make a full-blown video on this, because if you've been around my channel for a while, you'll know that I had a bit of a kerfuffle or a breakdown with my old ice. And everybody kept saying it failed because it's in a confined space. Because they're like, oh, it needs like 6 inches on this side. What van's got 6 inches on that side? What van's got 6 inches on the front side of their fridge? Guess how many? None. We don't put them in wide open spaces like that, because in a van we don't have the space. So when I did that, my comments were riddled with going, your fault, Chrome, your fault, Chrome. So this is fully opened up. There's a pillow in the way over there, but that's fully opened up into there. There's tons of airflow around here and on the back. So what ended up happening is Iceco blamed me, you guys blamed me, but it wasn't me. It was the little control panel in the Iceco fridge that failed. Just the panel. That's it. It's 100% working with the new panel. This is a new fridge, but the other one, it was just the little faulty control panel that caused the problem. But this fridge has been a rock star. Will I buy Iceco in my next build? Probably. I really like this fridge. It's worked great. I've had no hiccups with this one. But you know, sometimes in manufacturing, you get a lemon sometimes. And it just happened to be that this YouTuber got the lemon. And the problem with that is when this YouTuber gets a lemon, well, that video ends up going up because I film it all. And then, well, it just turns out to be a big drama fest. But this one has been awesome. And I really, really, really like it. I'm just hurt my foot. Yeah, the Iceco fridge is really good, and I would highly recommend it to anybody for an affordable fridge option for your vehicle. I like it. Some of those other ones are just so high priced. Like if you're looking at the Domestics, which are epic, they're like $2,000. Or you're looking at the ARBs, same thing, just really, really expensive. Where the Icecos seem to be a good quality, they have a good compressor in them, and if you don't get a lemon like the one I got, then you're okay. What's my number 2 fridge choice? Good question. I'm not really sure on that one. Hold on, we got a super chat. Let me go back to that question. Give me a sec. There's super chat somewhere. Chicken Hill, thank you. Oh, I really appreciate that super chat. That's great. Oh, you guys are so sweet. And I missed another one, but I can't seem to pull it up on my phone here. Hold on. I don't want to miss the super chats because that's just mean. Ugh. Sorry guys, let me pull this up on my computer. I got Chicken Hill. Who do we miss? Apparently nothing. And my phone shows me another one, but I didn't see it. So I don't know about my second choice. I don't have a lot of experience with fridges. Over the last 6 years of being in my van, it'll be 6 years in September. I started with a cooler. Was that a Pelican? My longtime followers would know. I think I had a Pelican. I bought a Pelican cooler for $100 off of Kijiji or something like that. I was using just a regular cooler with ice when I first started. Then my first fridge was a unique. They don't make that unique fridge anymore. They were manufactured here in Canada, and they were a good price, like $600 or $700. But I used the unique for years. And then when the unique one died, I got the Iceco, which was 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, 2 years. Was that last summer? That was last summer. That was my East Coast trip. So yeah, it was last summer that I got the Iceco. Because I got the fridge, it failed, and then I had to wait for another one. That's right. So I got the fridge. It got shipped to me when I was in Dartmouth, Ontario, Dartmouth, Nova Scotia, which is close to Halifax. So yeah, it's been in my van now for probably about a year at this point. The first one died, this one's good. But I don't really have a second choice because I don't have any experience with them, so. So someone here just said the Iceco dual zones don't do well in the heat. I went through 3 of the 75s. Holy crap. Yeah, so far this new one's been really good. This one went in my vehicle probably last year, maybe July, August. So I read someone here said, if you're still buffering, log out and log back into the live again. So yes, sometimes if you are getting a glitchy thing on your end, sometimes reloading the feed works to kind of re-clear everything back up. Oh yeah, so someone here just made a comment. I forgot about this. So when we took apart the other Iceco fridge in Ontario, Ray Outfitted noticed that a couple of the wires coming from the control panel were going around a sharp edge, and the wires were, you could see the metal through them just about. Like they were rubbing on the plastic wire, and it, like any sort of a connection like that could change how your thermostats work. And that's what was happening with it, is the fridge would go from a fridge to a freezer all in the same day. Like it'll be normal fridge temperature during the day. At lunchtime, it'll be -12. You know what I mean? Freezing everything that's in it. And then sometimes the freezer just wanted to be a fridge. It couldn't figure out what it wanted to identify as. So it just did whatever it wanted. That's what was happening with the fridge. So when Ray Outfitted pulled it apart and took a look, there were some wires that were running around a sharp metal edge. So when they did this one, they went through it, made sure everything was good before they put it all back together. So they double checked this one. Scott just asked me, hey dude, did I hear you right? You're going to the Caledon, Ontario Overland North Gathering in June? No, I did let everybody know about that gathering in an update video I just posted the other day. I'm not going to that event, but if you missed it, just go back. I made a video the other day that says update in it, and that one there I talked about the Overland North crew doing a Overland gathering on June 9th, I think. 9th, June 6th to 9th, June 9th to something. Yeah, it's in that video. So yeah, I really wish I could go to that one. That one would be awesome to go to. That's a big drive for me. That's 3 hours of, sorry, 3 hours. That's 3 days of non-stop driving to get there. I'd be wiped out by the time I got there. And then that big drive back. Jake, good question. So some people may not know, I made a video way back when I first started my channel about my little time I spent. I had a drug addiction for a little while, like 6 years of non-stop partying. It was, I couldn't stop. So Jake just asked me, how long did it take me to overcome it? You just stopped. Like, I'm not going to cover that in this video, but if you want to know, there is a video on my channel about that. I just quit. I quit and I moved away from where I was, dropped every friend that I was with, completely removed myself from any means of that. Moved out of the town that I was in, moved to another town. Literally unplugged from it, walked away, done. And I think that's the key to that kind of stuff, is just take yourself the heck away from it and everybody around it. That it worked for me. Are you going to do another long live chat? like the Big Jackery live stream, maybe on my travels at some point this summer. That was a big deal. There was a lot of things going on. Like I had to move my Starlink to a big, huge, like on a stick so I can move it around. But I think somewhere when we get somewhere remote, this year, maybe I might do some like long morning ones. Like I'll turn the camera on when I'm getting up and just film, you know, my entire morning. To do another 15-hour one, that knocked me out, man. I was so beat after that. Talking for that long, I never wanted to speak to another human being for the rest of my life after that. For real. But yeah, I think I would love to do some more like longer off-grid ones, like when I'm out there in the bush and stuff this year. It'd be kind of fun. Bruce, I might, depending on the fire season. Like if it's smoky out that way or even getting through to there, I probably will avoid Calgary this year. But there is a chance I might come through. Yeah, all depends on my travels this year. I think I'm going to stay to the west coast side of BC all the way up, maybe across and all the way back down, depending on where the fires are at that point. What's the total cost of my Starlink system? So right now, to buy the same Starlink dish that I have in Canada, it's $200. That's it. Because Starlink just released the brand new dish and a bunch of new plans and stuff like that. So they're getting rid of the dishes that I have on my van now. Well, at least I think that's the idea. Because you can buy, I paid $750 for my dish and the little router piece. Now they're selling those dishes for $200. Everything you'd need to start, $200, and then your plan on Starlink, which is $190 Canadian here. So whatever that is for you guys in the States or wherever you're at, it's obviously going to be different. But in Canada, with taxes and everything included, I think I pay $190. So yeah, but my startup was $750. By the time it was shipping and landed here, about $1,000. Worth it, hands down, all day, worth every damn penny to have that internet freedom and to have that security of being able to call out in the backcountry if you need something, or, you know, just to message family, friends, and FaceTime people, just to be connected when you're in the bush. You can't put a price tag on that. Like, if you would have asked me when I started my van life, you know, would I give my left leg to have internet in the bush? I might have. Maybe not, but you get the point. And now to have it for $190 a month, unbelievable. Just like a dream come true for a nomad. What do I think about people living in a camper? I don't care, live in whatever you want. You can live in a back of a Honda Civic, you can live in your trunk if you want to. It doesn't matter, I have no opinions on what people live in. I think it's awesome that a lot of people are finding unique ways to travel. And, you know, and if you've got an old car and that's all you got, and that's all you really need to start living in a vehicle and traveling around is a car, a truck, a camper, you know, van, whatever. It's all you need, you know. Starting this lifestyle doesn't mean you need to buy roof vents and lights and cabinets and floors and all this crazy stuff. You don't need to buy it. What you need is your blanket and your pillow, a toothbrush, a place to keep your beer cold, aka a cheap cooler. You pick it up at pick it up at the thrift store or something, and a vehicle. The vehicle is the first thing you need. Everything else you can acquire as you go, but it's all you need to start is a vehicle. That's it. Yeah. Anyway, so someone just asked me, this is probably not a subject that's really fun to talk about. Someone just asked me about Bill C-11. So here in Canada, I hate talking about this. So I mentioned videos about it. I'm not going to go into detail. I made videos about this before. So they were trying to pass a bill called Bill C-11, which would give the CRTC, which is like pretty much like a section of the government, I guess you would say, like, so they want to control how YouTube shares Canadian content on YouTube. And the bill was just chatty. They were trying to pass it. And I'm like, there's no way they're going to pass this. They ended up passing Bill C-11, meaning now that there is a thing out here called the CRTC. I don't remember what it's exactly called, but the CRTC controls what radio stations play, what TV stations play. They control it by forcing radio to play 25% Canadian content, or you have to do 25% Canadian content on radio. It's the law. And TV is the same thing. They have another section of laws that the TV channels have to follow to meet the CRTC guidelines. Well, the CRTC now, as of like a month ago when the bill just passed, they are now constructing the new laws and policies on YouTube content creators in Canada, meaning they have control of how our content is shared. And that's a super scary situation because we don't know what's going to happen. So as of right now, YouTube is scared. YouTube is like, this is going to change the algorithm. They don't know if the CRTC says Canadian content gets shown to Canadians only, no more anywhere else, because they can do that. They can say Canadian content creators get shown to Canada. No other Americans, no other countries get to see it. That's the fear. The fear is that they take in too much control and then, we lose our businesses because they want to not share it to Americans. We don't know. So as of right now, with all the, someone said that's like the FCC in America. So you guys would have your own same thing that does that too down there. So that's the fear. We don't know right now. It's probably going to take a solid year. Someone just made a comment. I'll talk about this in a second. So it's probably going to take about a year for them to figure out the rules and regulations and how this is going to be. But somebody just said, Surfshark, baby. So you're thinking that a VPN is going to get you around it. It will. But the problem with that thing is, with us, 65% of my followers are in the US, which means 65% of my audience will never see a notification from my channel again. So look at it that way. So we would, if that is what it turns out to be, who knows, then we will never get shared outside of here. I'm not sure what the deal is. I'm not going to stress about it right now. It's out of my control. All I'm going to do is keep sharing my life the way I've been sharing my life. And maybe this thing turns out to be a good thing. That's how I roll. I don't like looking at the negative side of things. That's not how I function. So instead of me being worried about this stuff, might as well go, what if the CRTC says, hey, YouTube, keep sharing Canadian content creators with the world, except you need to now show it to 25% more Canadians that don't see my content showing in their feeds. Maybe the CRT forces YouTube to share it to more Canadians. That could be beneficial because now more Canadians will see our content. As of right now, my analytics show me that I have 13% of my audience is from Canada, just 13. Then 65% are from the USA right now, and then the rest of it's scattered. We have Australia, New Zealand, Philippines, and just a few of the other English-speaking countries and stuff like that. I think it's New Zealand, Australia are my next two big, and the UK. New Zealand, Australia, and the UK are my next three big ones besides Canada and the US that watch the channel. But a VPN isn't going to help with the notification part of it. You know what I mean? It'll help you finding it. Well, you can be able to find it anyway. You won't need a VPN for that. All you have to do is just search Vancity Vanlife and you'll find me. But they're going to control on how it's being shared. So anyway, let's not talk about this. It's not fun. It's not fun for me at all. Hey Charles, we're doing really, really good over here, enjoying this beautiful summer sunshine. It's quite amazing. Yeah, someone says blame. I'm not going to say his name, but yes, blame him. Screw him. I don't get into politics, but this is where politics is starting to affect us. Someone just said blame that other politician. You guys are funny. How's Emily doing? She's doing pretty good. She's off on her big summer travels right now. She's doing great out there. Oh. Hey, Ramblin' Rocketeer, welcome to the stream. Are you ever coming to the USA? Yeah, at some point. No fire smoke. Look at that. It's super clear out here. Look at that beautiful Vancouver Island day. Guys, that's epic out there. Come on, a view from my back window, my back door. Got the breeze coming in. Yeah, man, it's pretty nice. So guys, while we're mobile here, because we're running on Starlink right now, while we're mobile, is there anything that you guys want to see of my van that I don't get to show often on my channel? Because is there anything you guys want to see? Like anything that you're just wondering about, you know, maybe how something is secured or something you want me to show you? I can walk around my van and show you guys whatever you guys want. Advice on how to create videos as a beginner. I have the easiest advice for new YouTubers. The easiest. Just start making videos. Upload a video, make the next one better than the first one, and keep doing that. Keep watching the video after it goes up. Don't ignore what people write in the comments. It doesn't mean anything. Ignore those people when you start your channel. Just don't even bother. Just literally at that point, don't bother. Just spend your time on making your video better than the last one on your opinion, not anybody else's opinion. Do videos how you want to do them. Don't listen to Sally 45 and Johnny Ding Dong 12 down there. Don't. Because they're going to tell you camera's too shaky, music's too loud, you're too fat, black's not good on you. Don't listen to that stuff. As a new video creator, my one suggestion is just make every video better. So on one video, watch it. If you find your cameras are too shaky, next time, try to correct that. If your mind's like, well, my camera's a bit shaky, then try to correct that on the next one. Or if in the next one, you find that, you know, you're standing out of frame too much when you're talking, maybe next time try to bring yourself in frame. Just make every video better. And do not judge the growth of your channel until you're at least 100 videos deep. You don't, and this is the dead truth, you do not deserve any views prior to 100 videos. And that's true, 100%. Because take those first 100 videos you make and become a good YouTuber. Learn how to edit, learn how to talk, learn how to be expressive on camera so people can kind of get a feel for what you're feeling. Because if you're like, oh yeah, I'm really excited, van life is a lot of fun, this is great, so here's my water bottle, can you see it? It's green. And when you're like that, you get weird. You're like, yo, it's my water bottle, check it out. You know, you start learning how to express the excitement you have in there, but that just takes time. But honestly, guys, 100 videos before you even deserve views. So get good at it first. My advice is just make videos because you want to make videos. Don't start a YouTube channel to make money, because you're going to fail. Because most part is you don't make money on YouTube. It's just true. 95% of the channels that start don't go anywhere. You know, people that have been around my channel, take Emmy for example, or Joseph, or Jeffy Bear, things like that, that actually got a boost in their videos because they were around me and because I had an audience at the time. When Jeff starts a channel, Jeffy Bear gets an audience. You know what I mean? He gets an initial push. After that, it's all on them. But for the most part, most people, they will literally make videos for years and get no views, you know? It takes a lot of time. Just keep plugging away at it. And honestly, after 200 videos, if you're not getting anywhere, maybe try something else. You know what I mean? Maybe van life's not the niche. That's the problem right now, is that everybody wants to buy a van, start a YouTube channel. I don't know where these two things connect. Why is it everybody feels like they have to have a van life YouTube channel? You know what I mean? Like right away they see people like me that earn a living on YouTube, or see some other YouTuber that earns a living while living in their vehicle, and they always say, there's my ticket. I'm gonna buy a van, I'm gonna build it out on camera, and we're gonna have a successful YouTube channel, and I'm gonna be just like, you know, Trent and Allie. Well, they're not van lifers anymore, but you get the point, you know? They're gonna be like these other YouTubers. And like the truth is like, that's not how it is. Overland lady, what's up, beautiful? How you doing? YouTube is a diary or more about giving than getting. You said that absolutely correct. So like, make videos because you want to make videos. And if you luck out and all of a sudden get an audience, great. If you get a chance to earn a living at it, bonus. But like for me on this channel, I started to make YouTube videos because I really wanted to learn how to edit. I had no passion for van life at the beginning, none. I was a club DJ that wanted to start a DJ channel. And in order to start a really high production DJ channel, I wanted to learn how to edit. So I'm like, well, I'm moving into my van. Let's film me moving into my van. Why? Because it's easy content for me to quickly film everything that I'm doing, chop it all up, learn how to edit. So to create more pressure for me, I decided to start throwing the videos out there on the internet, because I would put more pressure on me to keep making something better, just in case somebody decided to watch it. And by fluke, no DJ channel, my channel ended up grabbing some traction. Right about the year standpoint into making videos, I grabbed enough to be able to do this full time. But don't start YouTube to earn money because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Like Overland Lady just said, you know, use it as a diary of your life, a way for you to just document your adventures, your journeys, and an amazing way for your family to look back at. And the way I always think about it, my daughter can check up on me anytime. What's my dad doing this week? She pops in and sees what I'm doing out there in the world. And I look at it this way. When I get old and don't remember anything, I can go back and watch my life unfold. I can watch everything that I did in my life every day for all the years that I made YouTube videos, watching my adventures, remembering all the moments that I had on the East Coast and northern BC or wherever the heck I am. I have all those days documented. You know, like Overland Lady said, it's the diary and the journal of my life. And you treat your YouTube channel that way, you know, and that's it. I know that went off on that. Obviously, YouTube's a thing I feel very passionate about. So you ask me questions about YouTube, let's go. But yeah, guys, don't do it for the money. Do it for the fun of it. And don't start a YouTube channel to earn money. And don't buy a van and start a YouTube channel. It's just so silly right now. There's so many people on, like, that's just like, that's the dream. You know, like, it's crazy. There's so many van life channels out there right now. Like, so many little ones that like aren't moving anywhere. They're not growing anywhere. They're just doing the same thing that all the other channels are doing. It's not often you see a unique one coming out giving a brand new spin on van life where they're doing something different. That's why for me, I'm not the traditional van life channel. I have a shop, so I have a different element to my van life channel than another channel. You got the other channels which are just doing straight basic travel like I used to. But as my channel evolves, it's been really fun to kind of shift into doing shop life, van life when I'm back here for the winters. It's really, really good for me on the creative side. I really like the flow of that kind of stuff. And that's where it comes down to make what you want to make. Don't listen to Johnny Ding Dong 45 below. I always say the word Johnny Ding Dong. So, sounds like, hey, somebody out there, change your name to Johnny Ding Dong 42. I use that as a big example. Or Sally Fat Pants 29 or something. Yeah, let's do it for you guys. Sorry, I was babbling. I missed everybody's messages. Overland Lady just said, we're memory hoarders. You got that right. I love that. Rain's healing. Any news on Seth? So Seth is my son that you guys seen in a video a little while ago. Yeah, he's up in northern BC a bit. I'm gonna go see him this summer on my travels through. But me and him, we text all the time now. So it's been really, really cool to have him back in my life again. So it's fun. Seth, if you're watching, love you, kid. Advice for YouTube shorts, please. So that was a question somebody just had. I don't have advice on YouTube shorts. Just keep sharing little tidbits. You know, like, it's just share the little tidbits of your life that you find you think someone else is interested in. You know, what I find with YouTube is it's really easy if you're not a hyper creative person that just is like trying to find content. Stop thinking about what are other people going to think of this video? What are other people going to think of this short? You know, should I have said that? Was that the wrong thing to say? Am I going to offend somebody by what I said? Was what I said politically correct? You know, like there's so many different ways. You're like, well, I watched another guy that did a short like this and this is what they did, so then I have to do the same thing. No. Make what you want, say what you want, say what's right here, say what's right there, and that's it. Don't worry about offending people. Everybody's offended nowadays. It's the trend. So like just YouTube Shorts, just turn your camera on and hit upload. Whatever the heck happened in that 60 seconds, who cares? Share it. Boom. Could be anything going, hey guys, so this is how I make coffee in my vehicle. I got a pot, I got this little plastic thingamajigger, and that's it. Short done. You know, whatever you find you want to share, just share it. And I do. I don't care what I share. I just share whatever's happening. You know, it's a little piece of me, a little memory. It's all good. Ooh, people from all over in here. Have I ever been to Alaska? No. Have I ever been to Idaho? Yes. I did some traveling back in the day. We're talking like maybe 2005 kind of time throughout the States. Also been down to a few lowrider shows in the States too as well, like down in Oregon and stuff. Yeah. But YouTube Shorts are pretty cool. Like I like them because YouTube shares them differently than they share long form videos, you know? Like I have a YouTube short that went up a month ago that's at 1.1 million views. Insane. You know, but just the way the algorithm works when it comes to sharing YouTube Shorts is a lot different. Yeah. Yeah, YouTube Shorts are great. So like someone just said, sometimes you don't have time for a 20 to 30 minute video. And I get that. So when I'm in my van at night, I watch YouTube Shorts. Before bed, I usually lie there. My phone's propped up over here and I just flip through YouTube Shorts for a little while until I get tired and then I shut it off. I really like them. Have I ever considered doing TikTok? So I started a TikTok and I started to dabble with it and get into it. But, you know, what I find sometimes, and I know there's lots of other inspirational channels out there that say different things than this, but I also, like they always say, make on every platform, make on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and YouTube. And there's too much stuff. So I have focused everything on the YouTube platform. It's a beautiful platform. It's how I earn my living with my long form content. And when they started to crush it on the YouTube Shorts side, I decided to just make shorts instead of doing anything on TikTok. I only made like maybe 20 videos on TikTok, maybe a dozen, I'm not even sure. But I haven't done anything over there in a while. YouTube Shorts, because they're monetized too. We don't make much. I think on an average YouTube short, I might make like $3, $2. It's not much. Yeah, TikTok's a great platform, but the reason why I decided to focus it all on YouTube is because TikTok people don't come over and watch YouTube. There's no transition over. So if you have an audience over there on a platform that doesn't really monetize much, to get them over to a YouTube channel, really hard. That's why I decided to put everything all in right here. YouTube's pretty cool. Hey Katie, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Hey Joanne from Minnesota. Have I been outside of North America? No, I have not. Been to Mexico, but outside of North America, no. Yeah, I heard that they banned TikTok in Minnesota. Or Montana, that's right. I heard about that. It's crazy. So one thing I do notice about my YouTube Shorts is that the age demographic is hugely different. On my YouTube long form videos, they're always my age and older as the majority that watch the long form content. on YouTube Shorts, it seems to be 25 to 35 is the biggest audience. So the younger people are watching the shorts, the older people, my age and above, are watching the long form content. And so it was a cool analytic to see it like that. I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's awesome. So the plan right now, I don't know what I got for videos coming up. Let me see what's coming up for long form videos. I have, and I don't know if you guys are interested in this, you know, the next video is a shop tour. And I was supposed to upload that yesterday. So yesterday I didn't put up a video. And I'm like, do people really want to watch a shop tour? Like it's just me in my shop chatting and kind of, you know, going through what I've gotten there and, you know, what got me into having the shop and that kind of stuff. And I was like, well, I couldn't bring myself to, sorry guys, I'm staring at always weird not to look at you. I'm staring at my computer right here. It's always weird to share something that, would you guys watch a shop tour? Is that a thing? Some people are like, yes, love a shop tour. Okay, cool. That's tomorrow's video then. Like, I do that sometimes. Like, I'll get a video fully edited, and then I'm like, is this really even interesting? Like, it's just about the shop, you know? And I didn't go into detail like, oh, this is a socket. This is a screwdriver. Not like that. I pretty much just shared the story about how I wanted the shop, where that transition in my van life kind of came from where I am now to wanting a shop. And then I did a little tour of the shop showing everybody all the different sections of it, and, you know, and yeah. So thank you for all the yeses. Tomorrow's video is a shop tour. So yes, I'm renting my shop. So I rent a 1,200 square foot shop with no drains, no bathroom, nothing on the inside. It was just an empty bay. I have a water tap on the outside though, so there is running water there, just no shower, no bathroom, no nothing. I rent the space for $900 Canadian. Super affordable. That's like 600 US for real. Like, I don't know what the conversion is, but yeah, that's I rent it for 900 Canadian, which is an incredibly amazing deal, considering that I have a little piece of dirt around it, like a little grassy area around it. It's gated, crews you can run around. So yeah, I didn't mention that in the live stream. I don't think, not in the live stream, in that video. I don't think I brought up like that kind of stuff. I didn't think it was interesting, but yeah, I pay $900 a month for that place. It's beautiful. Probably one of the best things I've done in my life was to create a space like that. I love it. And yes, an absolute fantastic price. And last year when I came back from my travels, he didn't raise my rent. He could have, but he didn't. And I got a funny feeling there's going to be a rent increase this year, but yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah, no complaints whatsoever. I feel super lucky to be there. And they're just good people, you know? They're always coming by saying hi. I told Mark, the owner guy there, help yourself to the shop. So sometimes if he needs a screwdriver, he'll just come in and grab a screwdriver. It's all good. I told him, hey man, you know, just have at her. Show us the shop video. Yep, so there is running water and a hose outside. It's good enough. I have a bathroom in this thing, and my home is with me everywhere I go, so it doesn't really make a difference. Do I eventually want land that you could perhaps put your own shop on? Yes and no. So yes, I would. If the West Coast out here had the East Coast of Canada prices, I would definitely be looking for a piece of land to build a big shop on. I have some really big ideas going forward because, you know, I should really make a video about this subject, but when I started my van life broke, you know, I was living with the dreams that I could reach at that point, which wasn't far, you know, but because of living in a van, I cleared up my debt in my first year of van life, which now allowed me to not be restricted by a budget. You know what I mean? Like, obviously I still have a budget, but, you know, not restricted. And it's allowed me to kind of think a little bit bigger. So now that debts are cleared, now when I earn income, as long as my basics are covered, like shop, vehicle insurance, food, and gas to explore, anything extra above that, I can put in the bank and save for a future, or we could start with building and creating other things. So I have some ideas about things we could do in a shop space. So to answer that question, if I could buy land here on the island at an East Coast price, which will never happen, I would do it. I would 100%. If this piece of land right here that I'm parked on right now, which is free provincial, we call it crown land, so it's public use land where I'm parked right now. If I could find a piece of dirt this big that I could build a shop on, and I could buy this land for 60 grand, I'd do it. You can't do that out here. A piece of dirt this big out here would probably be 400,000 bucks. Not gonna happen. I don't want to put myself in that kind of debt. You know, I'm a year and some from being 50. I don't want to put myself into $500,000 worth of debt. Not an interest to me whatsoever. But on the East Coast, on the other hand, like just say I was in like Nova Scotia somewhere, I could buy a piece of dirt like that for probably 50K, maybe 80K if it was a big one. And then you build a shop on it. Let's go. But the problem is out there, they have winter. We don't get winters here very much. So out there, it seems super appealing. But so to answer that question, it'll never happen here on the West Coast. You know, renting is just an affordable option, and I'm not tied to the shop. So if in 5 years I decide I don't want the shop anymore, I just close down the shop. I sell everything that's inside of it, move on, you know? So not quite there yet. Thanks for the question though. Yeah, East Coast is cheap, West Coast, not gonna happen. You gotta be rich to buy stuff out here. Jackie, thanks for the super chat. I really appreciate that, Jackie. It's nice to see that a bunch of you guys in here would be interested in a shop tour. That's pretty cool. Someone said, remember, once you own it, you pay all utilities, trash, and taxes. That's still a small price to pay to have a ginormous big shop. That'd be beautiful. Yeah. One day, man. One day I'll have a bigger shop space. Yeah. My shop's perfect, though. My shop's absolutely perfect for me. It's got room enough for me to work on a couple up we can make videos. But I got some big ideas, though, guys. We'll see what the future holds. You never know. Who knows? We've come a long way since I was broke 5 years ago, and to where we are today, we've come a long way. Who's my favorite music artist? So I'm a very big dance music fan. That was me as a DJ in the past. I played like electro house and progressive house. I was huge on doing like electro remixes of top 40 music. That was pretty much my genre. And because I'm into dance music, it goes so quick. You know what I mean? Like, that's an ever evolving, so many brand new artists coming out with great tracks. It's hard to narrow down my favorite. Right now, I'm listening to a lot of EDX. Go on to Spotify, type in EDX, beautiful. Or if on Spotify you find EDX radio, click that. It'll give you a bunch of tracks that are relatable to the EDX producers. Beautiful playlist. Yeah, EDX, big fan right now. Am I into Marshmello? Not really. There's some good tracks. I'm pretty sure if I was back being a club DJ again, maybe, but as a personal listen, I'm not into Marshmello. Christopher, it's always good when I hear some people get inspired to buy a van because of my channel. That's awesome. Are you going to do your van on a full-time basis, or are you just building one for the weekends? No, cruise does not have fleas. Okay, I'm trying not to miss that answer. Overland Lady says EDX is great. Beautiful, right? It's just got this this little melodic little sound and feeling that just kind of just takes you away from everything. Like no matter what happened in your day, that stuff at full crank always makes the days better. Oh my gosh. That's what I'm doing. Instead of looking at you guys, I'm looking over there. I feel bad to be staring away from the camera all the time. Chrome, where did you always French press? That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Hey Chrome, did you always, that makes sense. I read it wrong. Did you always French press your coffee or did you switch for van life? I did this. So when I had my condo, I was using those little K-cups in the little machine. You pop it down, it just makes the perfect little cup of coffee out of those little coffee cup things. That's what I did in the condo. When I moved into the van, look how dirty that is. I haven't used this in a very long time. I was using the pour over system because it's just easy in a van. It's not, it's just easy. And it wasn't until about a year ago that you guys suggested the French press, and now I love my French press. It's awesome. All right, what do we got here? This floor is getting, I'm gonna go check on Cruzy. This floor is getting hot. Cruzy. Ugh. Everything good underneath there, bud? Are you all good? The floor inside the van's getting hot, bro. You look super cool out here. Oh, dump Cruzy's food. That's we've been adding water to Cruzy's raw food. That way he gets enough water in this weather. Well, put some water down for him. Who needs powered stuff to run water, man? Gravity. Here you go, bud. Look at this spot. It's insane. Like I was driving down the highway here and I seen this little tiny road that popped in over there. I'm like, whoa! I hit my brakes on the highway, pulled over, and then backed my way in here. Well, first I checked my map to make sure that this was a public use piece of land, and yeah, bada boom. Perfect. So I pinned this one for personal use. So if I'm ever cruising around, I want a nice little place to just chill for the night. This is great. No smoke, by the way, for those who have been asking. Not yet, anyway. Whew. The weather inside my van right now, it is 23.1 degrees Celsius. So it's actually quite nice. It feels better outside because there's more of a breeze out there, but yeah, beautiful spot for sure. Someone just said hydration is key. So Cruz had bladder stones about a year ago, and bladder stones would be caused from not enough water. And at the time, or maybe it was 2 years ago, a year and a half ago, I don't remember. But at the time, he was also eating half dry food. So because the dry food, he wasn't getting enough drinking water, which means concentrated pee, and he got bladder stones. So now we just force water in him everywhere we can. So he gets water in every meal. He probably drinks one of these with every meal. He eats twice a day. He literally, I could about this much water in every meal, and he slurps the whole thing down. Yeah, water is key. Yeah, that was an expensive vet visit, let me tell you. Over water. That was the worst part about it. I'm like, this is my fault? Kinda. Technically the dog is supposed to drink water out of the bowl, but, a lot of times most dogs are in a state of dehydration all the time. So yeah, we've snuck his way into getting him some water in his food, and he likes it. So I put his food down now. He doesn't eat it unless I pour water in it. And then he just gobbles it all up, which is kind of cool and weird. My Julka hot tap. Have I had any problems with it? No. I think in the, I guess I won't say it's a problem. In the shower head part, I think some of the O-rings are gone in the shower head part, because it does, when it's off, it does let water trickle through. And because water trickles through it, the Julka wants to fire up every once in a while, or try to fire, but it's not enough water to make it actually fully fire up. So you can hear it tick, 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 like it wants to fire. But, so now I just shut it off at the actual pump itself. But yeah, I might pull it apart at the shop before I leave and see if there's any O-rings in there that just, I think it's just leaking water past some O-rings or something. But otherwise, no, that thing works, man. Besides that, which is, doesn't affect me any, doesn't hurt me any, that it trickles water out of the head when it's off. It's not a big deal. So, but yeah, it fires every time. Oh, it's in the door. I've been buying D batteries because the starter system in there for the Julka hot tap takes D batteries for the ignition. So I went out and bought myself some rechargeable D batteries instead of always trying to go to the dollar store, grab the Ds, because they're garbage batteries anyway and they don't last long. So I bought some rechargeable ones for the van. So now we can just kind of keep an extra set charged up, which is pretty cool. No, I didn't replace the bumper, but let me show you guys these batteries. This is pretty cool. I don't know if you guys ever seen batteries like this. I think this is pretty unique. Ugh, come on, in the van. Ooh, the mat's a bit hot. So check this out. And I didn't know batteries came like this now. These rechargeable batteries don't have, like, normally these would go into like a big charging case and then you plug the wire into the case and it charges it. These batteries have a, come on, focus, have a USB-C plug on the top of the battery. You literally plug this battery from the USB-C right into the USB plug. Right there. Like, how cool is that? Right? They're all Chinese writing all over these things. But yeah, I got them on Amazon. They had good ratings. But I thought it was kind of cool that we didn't need to carry an extra big block just for like charging them. That was kind of cool. The only other time I seen this was the flashlights that I have. They're from a company called Phoenix, and Phoenix has their own batteries with the USB plug on it as well. But on theirs, I don't think this one does. I don't see it. On the Phoenix ones in the flashlight, there's a light on the top that tells you when it's fully charged. Maybe these have a light. I don't have a USB-C plug back here. Oh, it was kind of fun. Yeah, cool, right? That's what I thought. I thought it was kind of funky. Do I play cards? No, I'm not a guy that likes to play cards, likes to play board games or things like that. It's never really been something I've enjoyed. Even when we're out with friends and they have like those tossing games when you're out in the backcountry and they want to play these, I've never really enjoyed that stuff. Maybe I've never done it with the right people, but yeah, all those kind of things was something I just never got into, you know? I don't know why, that wasn't really my thing. You know, I've been with people like, hey man, Chrome, you want to play cards? No, it doesn't sound like fun. Yeah, not for me. Where do you find the circle refresh button? Where is it located? There is no circle refresh button. You just go to the top. Here, let me show you. See my page there is loading? I'm not dealing with it. Just go up here, put the cursor on it till it's highlighted and hit enter again. Enter. And now it reloads your page. Now it'll bring my live stream back up. Right? So because I don't watch that, I've been watching my chats right there in a pop-out window. And you guys can do that. I think you guys can do that too. You guys should be able to go to up here in the top corner there. Tap that button. and go pop out chat right there, which will make the chat big, like right here. That's how I'm viewing it. So I can drag them bigger, makes it easier to read. I'm pretty sure everybody has that option. I might be absolutely wrong. Maybe. My favorite tool to play with at the shop. So, believe it or not, my favorite tool is the most recent one I picked up. Lauren came by my shop and had a ratchet from Milwaukee. And all the tools in my shop prior to that tool were all rigid tools. And I chose to stick with one tool for the whole shop just to kind of keep it color schemed. But he came by with this little small, like tiny, I don't know, I have anything close to me in that size, a tiny thing about that round, about that long that you could hold on to, and it's just a ratchet. And it just like, you use it as a regular ratchet. You put it on there and then you can break, like just spin the nut until it breaks, then pull it and it goes, pulls the nut right off. Probably my favorite tool in my shop right now. Oh, Emily Cost, thank you. Flowers for Emmy, treats for Cruz, Tim Hortons for you. Lots of love to you from New Mexico, USA. Emily, thank you very much. That is super, super appreciated. Nobody tell Emmy that there's flowers for her, okay? Because now I'm going to have to buy her flowers. Damn it. Cruzy, no treats for you. He's sleeping, he doesn't know. I'm not going to tell him. Glenna says, I don't even know where the X button is. Don't worry, Glenna, just keep watching. You don't got to do anything. Just keep watching. That's it. No need to click any buttons. Just stay here. It's all good. Donna says, Chrome is always great to his followers. Thank you. I'm quite the dick, actually. In real life, I'm just a douchebag. Jokes. Maybe. Herrings for Cruz. Travel Dreamer just said herrings for Cruz. So Cruz's favorite treat is actual frozen herring. Not frozen, you just thaw them out, but actual herring fish, a whole herring. We can't find them anymore. I don't know what the deal is. The pet stores don't have them anymore. Some of the raw dog food companies here on the island don't have them anymore. Someone said there's something to do with something that makes it harder for them to get. I didn't understand what they said. So yeah, we're having a hard time finding them. Cruzy is now just eating duck feet for his snacks. Gross. So disgusting. Even the herring is gross. It's so gross. He loves it, mate. Freaks out. Then chews its head right off first. It's so gross. Hey Chrome, is this the camera mic or wireless? This is the microphone on my iPhone 14 Pro Max. Yeah, live streams I don't use. I normally, like in my videos, I don't use external mics unless I'm at the shop, and then I might click the shop one on there if I'm away from the camera, things like that. But otherwise, all my videos are done with no external mic. I use the regular mic inside my iPhone 14 for my entire channel. It's great. The iPhones have a really, really good mic. Ozark says they think my dog likes my mechanic's van better. Yeah. Thanks, Cruz. So someone must have caught my YouTube short. The full video of that is coming out pretty soon. Me and Lauren went out and had a pretty awesome day the other day, but that video is coming up, I think, in 2 more videos. Do you still living in Nanaimo or Victoria? I am just outside of the Nanaimo area right now. I spend a lot of time on this side of the island all winter long. So, because my shop's pretty much mid-island. Can you do fishing to catch Cruz's food? So from what I understand, there's some fish that Cruz can't eat. Like trout is a no, is according to everything online, trout is a no-no. Salmon, I'm not sure. We Googled a bunch of stuff the other day because we were up at a lake and someone was like, hey man, like, because Cruz was like watching the fish flop. The kid's like, your dog want to eat this one? I'm like, I don't think my dog's allowed to eat trout. So I looked it up online and it says no. I wish, that'd be cool. Where's my shop? It's in Parksville, BC. Yes, Ramblin' Rocketeer Lauren is one awesome dude. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know there's some things that dogs can and can't eat. I guess I think trout has a certain parasite in it that dogs aren't, that the dogs can't break down. So the parasite will actually just get passed along. How far up the coast am I going? Maybe all the way up to the Yukon. I'm not really too sure. It's too late in the season to travel the Yukon, but I'll probably end up traveling all of BC right up to the Yukon border this year. Canadian Tire always has frozen herring for fishing. Huh. I worry about buying fishing bait for dog food. I don't know. Something seems, right? Like I wonder if those herring there were not good enough for food grade, that they got put down to bait grade. That would worry me. Thanks for the tip though, but that would worry me. Karen's like, wow, you took my question down. I didn't take your question down, Karen. I don't even know what you commented, Karen. I didn't touch a damn thing. So Karen, sometimes, and also for everybody else, if you type in some questions, YouTube pulls questions on their own and puts them in a held for review folder. So if you type something with too many emojis, boom, held for review folder. Or if there's one word that they may twist as something could be bad, held for review folder. That's not me doing it, or my comment moderators. Usually at that point, it's YouTube trying to keep the comments clean. And they flag the silliest. There's comments in there that are super nice and inspiring, but YouTube's like, oh no, this is a bad one, for some weird reason. So yeah, don't be offended, it's not me. Hey Paulette, how you doing, Paulette? Hopefully you're enjoying. Is your mom watching this, really? Hi, Mom. Are you into cooking? Are you into van life cooking methods? Learning different ways to cook could help. So, cooking in a van is just like cooking in your apartment. There's no method. That doesn't change. Like how you cook in your stand-up at home on the grid kitchen is the same in a van. Your cooking never changes. Where you cook, sure, that changes. On what devices you cook on, sure, that you still use the same pot, you still use the same frying pan, the same flipper and fork and salt and pepper and everything else, all the same. The only difference is instead of having your on-grid cooking thing, we use a camp stove. Or an induction cooktop, which would be just like you would if you had an induction cooktop in your apartment. Cooking in a vehicle doesn't change anything, nothing. And I know when new people pop in to be interested in van life, like, well, how do you cook in the van? On my knees. Check them out. Proof, look, a little of the calluses on those babies. And nothing changes. I just don't stand in my kitchen, I kneel in my kitchen. But I can do the same things here as someone does in a traditional home. There is no fancy technique, no fancy tools needed, just a damn camp stove and some of the stuff that you have in your home. Boom, cooking in a van, that easy. Yeah, so someone just said they have more difficulty cooking on gas. Sure, there may be some changes that way where you might have to, kind of get a better feel for how things heat up. It's the same thing as me going from burning on gas to cooking on an induction. Now it's just a new thing to learn, but all in all, it's still the same thing. How much delay on my videos? My videos are only a couple days behind me right now. You guys are right up there with me. A couple days. Do you use a pause camera app on your phone when you film, or do you connect all you? I don't get that. Do you use a pause camera app? No. So I film on my cell phone, and when I want to record a clip, I hit record. When I'm done recording, I hit stop. Then after all the clips I've gathered of my day, they go into my Adobe Premiere editing app, or Adobe Creative Cloud. It's like a subscription service for the editing app. And that is on my laptop, so it's a software. And I edit everything on there and then export it to YouTube. I don't use any apps on my cell phone to do my editing or anything like that. It's all done on my laptop. And then I just cut them up as I need, put them together as I need, as music as I need. I have some editing videos on my channel if you guys want to watch it. Just type in Vancity Vanlife editing, and I'm sure one of those videos will pop up. The Broken Nomad, did the parts come in for Patty yet? No. So you guys will catch this in a video coming up. There's a Nomad at my shop right now that's broken down. We're waiting for parts for her. Hopefully tomorrow. Hopefully today. But I doubt it. Today's Sunday, so hopefully tomorrow. Tomorrow is not a holiday here in Canada. I know it's Labor Day or something like that. What's it in the States? Memorial Day, something like that. Yeah, that holiday is tomorrow in the US, but we don't have a holiday here, so those parts better arrive tomorrow. Do I use an app to edit my videos? No, I use Adobe Premiere, which I guess kind of be an app, but it's not an app on your phone. It only works on a desktop computer or a iPad. I don't know, it doesn't even work on an iPad. Anyway, I use Adobe Premiere. Chloe, I'm gonna shock you with this, Chloe. Where do I buy my food at? Chloe, a grocery store. Where do you get your food at? A grocery store. Any grocery store. I don't care. I usually try, especially right now with the cost of everything, I try to hit up the bigger stores, because I find that the bigger stores are cheaper than the smaller little market stores. In the summertime, if you can catch a stand on the side of the road or a farmer's market, that works out great too, but I don't know where you get your food at, but not the most. When do I turn 50? Are you seriously answering me that? I turned 49 this August, which means I got one more year of my 40s to enjoy before I turn 50. And I'm gonna rock this last year of my 40s. Years just seem to get better. The older I get, they get better and better and better. It's pretty cool. I'm excited for turning 50. I'm hoping maybe that decade of my 50s is some of the best years of my life, I hope. Tracy, I'll be 56 on June 5th. I'll be 49 on August 16th. Yeah, Tracy just said the 50s are better than the 40s. So, you know, I hear that a lot. I hear people like, it just gets better when you get to that zone, you know what I mean? I think your life's in a better place, you're in a better place, your mind. I think what makes getting older better is, sorry to swear if your kids are around, is that you just, in here, you don't give a fuck about anything anymore. You don't give a fuck about what anybody says. You're like, I don't care. I'm living my life the best I want. I don't give a... I don't know why I stopped that last F-bomb, but you know what I mean? I think that's why it gets better when you get older, is you start giving no Fs about anything. You're just happy to be you, and that's it. That's right, true that. Because I think what happens is when you're younger, you're so concerned about impressing other people, or so concerned about, you know, representing yourself well so you look good on social media, you know what I mean? You try to pretend your life is good on Facebook by taking pretty pictures of your day and trying to make things look better. You know, maybe going out and just snapping photos of a walk you did so it looked like you had a big adventurous day when you really didn't have an adventurous day at all. You went to a park, snapped some shots, got back in your car and you left. You didn't do anything. But I think when you're younger like that, you feel like you got to impress the world. When I think once you hit about 40 something, is when you stop giving a crap about the world and you start caring more about this. You start caring more about, am I happy? Am I doing the things that I want to do to make me stoked about life? Instead of caring about what others think. That's the best part about getting older. So if you're younger watching this, trust me, getting older is badass as hell. Truth. Someone's like, demonetized. You're allowed to swear on YouTube, just so you know. Yep, YouTube released a video about a month ago saying they changed the swearing policies. Don't swear in the first 7 seconds. It's okay to say F-bombs and stuff like that as long as it's not in a derogatory state. And not every 5th word in your video. That's bad. But you're allowed to swear on YouTube. It's not a bad thing. I didn't say anything bad. Just use a nice big bold word to make the next word sound better. Okay, you can say awesome or you can say effing awesome. That changes the word awesome from being awesome to awesome. Sorry. Oh, Chloe, I'm not answering that question. I just tuned in on the live recently. Did he mention a meetup on the island somewhere? No. So I'm not doing many gatherings. I'm having a problem with somebody right now from the channel. I got a situation going on and I'm trying to avoid public gatherings until I can square that thing away. We're having a problem with some of the watches my channel. Psycho stuff. Psycho. So until I can feel good about that scenario, I'm not doing any public gatherings at all here for a little while. If I do, they'll be super last minute. So yeah, nothing right now. I had a big plan on doing another, like I may do the campouts. The campouts I might do because doing a campout, I have control of who comes with me instead of doing it public. So we may do another campout at some point, maybe this summer, depending on how hot it is or what the season's like. And definitely probably do some more of that stuff when we get back to the island after the travels. Do more announcements. If you want to come to a campout, send me a picture, send me your social medias, send me, I want to know who these people are, and then we'll get together and we'll all go camping together. That I might do. Yeah, but not now. Yeah, Grim, sentence enhancers. That's all that is. You can call it a swear word, or you can call it a sentence enhancer. You know what's funny? So Robert just said, I'd go camping with you any day. When I put a call out on YouTube for doing a camp out, I was like, you guys want to come camping with me? Email me, tell me you want to come. I put that out thinking we were going to get bombarded. No, nobody wanted to come camping with me. Seriously, for over a whole day, nobody responded to me. That video had 50,000 views, not a single email, 0. And then I think the next day we got 5 people. I thought for sure there was going to be piles of people like, Chrome, let's go, let's go, let's go. No, like 5 people probably emailed me and said, let's go camping. 3 of them could go. Some of them were like, oh, one day I'd like to come. They weren't even around. So literally like very few people reached out when I said, hey guys, you guys want to go camping? And right away I'm like, I guess apparently Vancity Vanlife's not cool anymore. People don't even want to go camping with me. But we ended up wrangling a few people anyway. But yeah, man, I had a lot less people than I was expecting. Robert, I will be coming to Prince George. That's where my son Seth is at. So we'll be coming out there for sure this summer. And we'll probably do a gathering out there for sure. Probably at some point. There's a lot of people, I go camping with you, but I'm in the USA. Well, I'll be hoping you guys wouldn't email me and say, Chromie, let's go camping. If you guys aren't here. Yeah. There's a lot of people on the island right now. We've been running into so many camper vans out here. It's getting really, really, really busy. Oh man, you guys. A lot of people want to know about this, about my new van. I talked about that at the beginning of the live stream. So when this stream is done, go press play. It's literally in the first 5 minutes I talked about the new van at the shop. Swan J Music, that's pretty cool. It said, I started a record label after seeing You Do You. Wicked. Wicked. Bro fist to you. I love that. Camping in Denmark? Yeah, I'm just going to ship my van down to Denmark. No problem. Did I decide on a final design from the class? So I still have all the files on my computer. So for those of you who don't know, I had a drafting class in the States take on my ambulance as a project. And I never reached out to them. They reached out to me and said, hey, Chrome, I would love, he's a teacher that watches my channel. He's like, I would love to let my class kind of experiment with designing the inside of your ambulance. How do you feel about that? I'm like, hey, that's awesome. So when the class was done, they sent me all the final files. I just haven't had the time to go through, because I have to, the files aren't in a format that I can see on my laptop. So I'll have to download another software in order to pull those files out so I can show you guys the 3D diagrams and stuff like that those kids did. But they did some awesome stuff. You can hear my phone beeping. Where it is, I don't know. Oh, give me a sec, guys. The phone's on the floor. Whew. Well, one of my subscribers just messaged me and he messed up. You messed up, bro. What the heck happened? Oh, that poor van. Yeah, all he just said is my van's down for the count. Yep, that sucks. Man, look at that. Just twisted. Sorry to laugh, bro. That's not funny, but. Oh, some guy ran a red light and hit him. Oh, man. I have you saved on my phone as Puget Sound RV guy. For real. That's it. It just says Puget Sound RV guy. That's funny. Yeah. That's hard, man, especially if it's your full-time home. You know? I fear that. You know, a lot of times those accidents are usually out of your control if someone else hits you, but I try to be super cautious because it's your home at that point. That happens, you're homeless. Like that. So, yeah, that's hard. Is Canada wheelchair friendly? No. We don't like wheelchairs in Canada. They're banned. What kind of question is that? Yeah, I think the law in most places have to be wheelchair accessible. What's up, Seth? How you doing, buddy? It's my son Seth in the comments there. Oh, man. Yeah, we're doing okay here. Chrome, did you see my comments about getting yourself a set of skid rollers in the back? Yeah, someone else recommended that too, that I put some caster rollers on the back of my van so when it hits, it rolls on the rollers instead of my bumper. I kind of like the concept of the idea, but I think the execution of it's not going to be useful. I think at that point, it's better to change the factory bumper to an aftermarket bumper with that angled plate on the bottom. So when I do come down, that plate scrapes, not my sea of a bumper, which comes down and literally scoops the ground. And I think that's the key. And yes, Seth, people were asking about you earlier on in the live stream. They're like, hey, where's that weird kid of yours? It's my weird kid. . Where is the Hood Street in Canada? I'm not sure what you're asking. Talking about like the grimy street? Canada's a very big country, my friends. Yeah, skid plates. So an aftermarket bumper, they're built different on the bottom. Usually they're built for that. Like they'll have a, you know what I mean? Like a bit of a skid plate on the rear bumper itself. And I maybe upgrading to an aftermarket bumper would be an idea to solve that bumper problem on my vehicle, or the idea would be not to do stupid shit like that again. You know? Swan J Music, pretty cool, man. I love to hear that. That's why I like to upload so much content on this channel. Just sharing little pieces of my day all the time, whether it's unbelievably awesome or I'm just living in a van doing my thing. But that's why I like to do it. I like to do it because it's fun for me to know that people make a piece of my life a part of their daily routine. Even if they pop in, watch 10 minutes of a 20-minute video and bounce out. That's why I like to make so much content. It's nice to kind of like, you know, have that routine in other people's lives. It's really, really, really a cool thing. Yeah, that Goats on the Roof place is pretty cool. And believe it or not, the place is actually called Goats on the Roof. For real. Like, it doesn't have no fancy other name. It's actually just called Goats on the Roof. All their stickers are funny. The stickers are literally a goat shitting off the top of a roof. That's literally their stickers and shirts and stuff they sell. It's a pooping goat. Sometimes you walk by, you're like, is this when it's gonna happen? What's up, Feather? Holy crap, you guys. So I don't know what we're doing for the rest of the day today. I'll probably end up going back to the shop and seeing Patty. I have a dentist appointment tomorrow, one of two. So I have 2 dentist appointments. Once the second appointment's done, I get to go leave and head out on my road trip. So tomorrow they're starting, I have 2 crowns that need to get done. So tomorrow is appointment 1 of getting the crowns, and then on the 20th of June is my final appointment where they're putting the crowns on, and then after that we get to hit the road for our summer travels. And yeah, Anja, thanks so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. I'm pretty stoked. I don't know where we're going, man. I really wish I knew. As far as right now, I think Emily's driving up from Squamish to Whistler and going through that way. So I'll base my travels on where she branches out from there. Like, I don't want to drive the same route as her, because her and I won't get together for probably another 2 or so months from now. Is Patty using the shop van? No, Patty's just hanging out at the shop, enjoying the nice little piece of property there, and staying there for if the parts arrive today. If the parts arrive today, she's just going to text me, and then I'll text Lauren, and we'll get her all squared up and back on the road again. But she's just hanging out at the shop. It's a beautiful day to be there. I don't mind going to the dentist. I mean, the worst part of the dentist for me is having the freezing come out. I hate that little tingling feeling where everything's just kind of dead. I hate it. That's the worst. I don't mind the grinding and doing all that stuff. It doesn't bug me. It's no big deal. It's that tingling feeling for like 3 or 4 hours later where you just want to punch your face. Don't punch your face when your face is frozen. But you get that, it just drives me, that tingling, the constant tingling. My face is tingling right now just thinking about it. I don't like that. That's the worst part. Yep, all the dogs are getting along. I know they're having an issue at the house. I guess Biggie Smalls and one of the other dogs have been scrapping it out a bit lately. But when it comes to Cruzy, he gets along with all the dogs. How's Dee doing? Danica's doing great. I have a dinner date coming up with her probably in the next week. She's been really busy with school, and she's got a job and stuff, so she's been pretty busy. So when I message her now for a visit, I give her options. I'm like, do you want to do breakfast? Do you want to do dinner? Or do you want to do an all-day visit on the weekend? And a lot of times recently she's been like, let's just do dinner, Dad. And it's been fun. You know, she's busy and got things going on. She's 16 years old. She turned 17 this year. So she's got, you know, life and friends. And honestly, believe it or not, I enjoy our dinner dates. We just go out on a dinner date. We hang out. She tells me all the drama that's going on in her life. She's a great storyteller. She's fun to listen to. So yeah, usually lately they've just been short visits, and then she goes back to her life, and I go back to doing what I do, and then we get together again, usually in a couple of weeks time after that. And yeah, she's doing really, really good. She graduates next year. Holy crap. They grow up quick. And if you think about it, if you've been around my channel for a while, you'll know just a stack of years ago, I filmed her at the Goats on the Roof place. She looked like a little cute girl. Just a little cute girl. And then now she's graduating. Like, how did that happen? Like, so quick. Crazy. Do I use a gimbal? No. I use just a tripod stick thing I got on Amazon from a brand called Neewer. The links are on my... Oh, I just said links are on my website. My website's in the midst of being ripped down and redone. So, VancityVanlife.ca is the website. I think it's all there. It might all be gone now. I'm not sure. I got somebody working on my website right now. But yeah, the links to my tripod are on there. And the links to everything else at that point. But all that stuff's getting redone right now. I did buy a gimbal. So I've bought a gimbal before. And I always found that having a gimbal was cumbersome and just kind of got in the way of that run and gun filming where I just get to run around and film stuff. But DJI just released a really cool cell phone camera mount, and it was 200 and some odd bucks. And I'm like, look, maybe they've made, because they've changed it, so it's not a traditional gimbal. They got some really cool things in it. So I ended up ordering it. I'm picking that up when I go over for my dinner date with my daughter. I'll let you guys know if it's good or if I liked it. River Rain, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. Seth, kid. You don't have to send me money, kid. Come on. You can send me more if you want. It's supposed to be the other way around, you know? Hey, Seth, thanks for the super chat. This should cover your gas to come see me on your travels. Right. Kids got jokes. $5. That's insane. Yeah, that kid of mine, man, he's just like me. We have a lot in common. When me and him were sitting out there and sitting down having dinner together, my one leg bounces because it just nonstop vibrates. And I look over, he's the same way. His legs are just like, and we don't even notice it happens. And I looked at him, I'm like, oh damn, you might have got that from me. I do the same thing. We're on the same vibration, you know. It's pretty cool. $5 for gas. Eliza, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Super hilarious. Yeah, you see, even someone said, Seth, $50 won't buy much gas, but every bit helps. True that. That's funny. So yeah, I will review. I won't do a review video, but I'll obviously, because I film everything. If I pick up something for the channel, I always show you guys. So if it's a cool gimbal, I'll show you. It's just the new DJI. And it's cool because I guess it's got tracking things on it, so I can prop it up on the ground, touch me, and the tripod will move to wherever I move. And it's got lots of options. It looks like it's way better to hold on to than a traditional gimbal. But I have a view on a gimbal. I think gimbals are just a waste. Just use your camera. I film on my stick. That's it. Nobody ever complains. Don't matter. Soya makes it a little bit more smoother. Well, who cares? Just move smoother. Let's just be a human gimbal. It's cheaper. Get a stick, throw your cell phone on it, hit record, hit upload, boom, you're a YouTuber. It's not that easy, but you get the point. Where did I get the shirt that I have on? This is one of my channel shirts that we don't have for sale right now, but don't worry, we have a brand new Weirdos Unite shirt coming very, very soon. These are one of the shirts, but we're doing, I'm excited to show you guys what we're doing. But we have new Weirdos Unite t-shirts and long sleeves coming soon, and they are super badass. Not just the front print, we have this awesome back print going down on the back. I'm really excited about them. But these will be coming up pretty soon. This is one of my old ones from years back. See, what's that I'm saying? What can you do single-handedly that you couldn't before you became a YouTuber? What can I do single-handedly that I couldn't do before I became a YouTuber? I don't know. I'm not really sure. Being a YouTuber is just another job, you know what I mean? It's just, like, I've always been a creative person with work, so I always worked creatively, you know what I mean? The majority of my life I was a club DJ, so I just used my creative stuff in here and expressed it through music at the club. Now it's just this, so I don't know what I could do single-handedly that I couldn't do before I was a YouTuber. Oh, I know. Buy my friends lunch. I couldn't do that before I cleared my debt, and that started when I became a YouTuber. Well, actually, that's got nothing to do with being a YouTuber. That's because I moved into a van. But that's a weird thing to think about. Prior to living in my van, I couldn't buy my friends dinner. I didn't have money barely for me to go for dinner. My friends used to say, "Hey, Chrome, you want to come out for dinner, man? My treat." That was always the way to ask, because they knew I was always broke. They were like, "You want to go for dinner? My treat?" Okay. Like my buddy Jim, one of my best friends. He's like, "Hey, bro." He always just paid the bill because I never had it. And I used to worry about that. I get there, I'm like, I don't know if I have the money to pay for this. And so then my friends would cover my bills all the time back then. And now that I've cleared my debt because of this damn silly van of mine, now I can afford to buy my friends dinner, which is a really cool feeling. And I buy dinner a lot when I'm out with my friends. I'm usually the one that takes the bill all the time right now, because I feel like something inside of me has got this thing that just feels like I need to, you know, like, I have a lot of karma to pay back. You know what I mean? Like, I guess I don't know how to word that, but out of all the years that people bought from me, I feel like I have all those years ahead to buy meals for my friends to make up for the times that I couldn't, you know? So I know that wasn't your question, but yeah, that just kind of popped in my mind, because that's one thing I can do now that I couldn't do before van life. Crazy, right? What was that question? Have you ever been clean shaven, no facial hair? Yes. Pre 18 years old. When I was 18, I grew my goatee. This only started about a year before I moved into my van. It's that double chin thing. As boys, we do this to hide the fat face. That's why people got beards, because they're just not that handsome naturally. But I've always had the goatee. This has been a thing of mine. I grew this when I was 18 years old, and it's never gone away. Even when you first go back and watch my channel at the beginning, this was black. I used to dye it. When I started my channel, my earlier videos, my hair was super dark, my face was super dark. I dyed the crap out of my hair. Then I stopped giving an F, and now, well, it's mostly gray now. It's all good. But yeah, clean shaven. I have tiny lips. Look how tiny they are. They're like not even existent. So if I didn't have this, I think my mouth would look like, It's so little. It's like, anyway. Sorry. How old is Seth? I think he's 24 years old. Donna said they're catching up on past videos. Good idea. Believe it or not, I was sitting at the shop the other day with Lauren and Patty, and I pulled up some fun videos from my past. They hadn't seen them before, and I got to show them. Actually, Patty remembered one of them. But there's so many good memories back there. Like, I should actually try to maybe make some recap videos of like some of those memories, because I got some good ones back there. Like, we watched a video where I was in filming at a place that was making donuts, and it was just so much fun to go watch that video. So back to what we were talking about earlier, when Overland Lady was talking about the memories thing, and then, you know, the YouTube channel is more like a diary or a journal of your life. that's fun because I remember I was talking to them about this donut place I went to go film, and right away I went to YouTube. I got the video here, and I played them the video. That's a fun part about having a video log, better than any photo album any day. I don't think YouTube's going away, so I'm pretty sure those videos will be up there for the rest of my life for sure. Awesome, T, thanks for the super chat. I appreciate that. Anyway, guys, we've been on here for 135 minutes. I think I'm going to let you guys go. It's getting a little bit warm outside here. And I want to make sure Cruisy's not too hot out there. Whoa. Oh, man. That's crazy out here. Wow. What an amazing day, man. What an amazing day. Cruisy, I think your teddy bear's dead. Hey, are you okay, buddy? Hey, are you okay? You look a little mangled, bro. Hey? Cruisy, where you at? Hi, buddy. Oh, it's nice and cool under there. Maybe I should come join you down there, bro. Hey, come down there and join you? Hey, Cruisy. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching me babble here today. Tomorrow's video will be a shop tour. So thank you to everybody that said yes, post it. So tomorrow will be a full-blown video of the shop and some stories about what got me into the shop. And then coming up after that, we have the video about helping Patty, and also some things that are in some videos coming up. Me and Lauren got to ride up a mountain in a big, huge military truck, which was downright epic. Can't wait to show you that one. George, thank you so much for the ride. I think his name was George. Thanks for the ride. It was pretty damn cool. And we also seen some ginormous, like vintage, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, historic bomber planes. Whoo, they were huge. So that's coming up in videos over the next little bit. But thanks for watching, you guys. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't. Go watch my Binge Watch It All playlist, because damn it, you guys, there is some good stuff back there. Thanks for being here today. We're going to let you guys go. On that note, my friends, how do we shut this YouTube thing off? We done. Peace out. Damn it, hold on. Peace out. Oh, damn, I missed the button again. We're done. See ya.